Good morning, all the students. We will learn next remaining part of our absorption. In the last lecture, we learned the absorption in small intestine. Let us see next part, remaining part. As we know, the carbohydrates are broken down and absorbed in the form of monosaccharides. The digested carbohydrates are absorbed through the intestinal villi, and the small intestine is the main absorptive organ. There are two mechanisms of absorption, that is the diffusion and active transport or active absorption. And these, along with that, they have two general pathways also for the transport of materials absorbed by the small intestine. These are hepatic portal system and another is the lymphatic vessels of the small intestinal area. Now, after the digestion, the rate of absorption depends on molecular weight or size of the sugar. This is the order of absorption. Galactose is absorbed very fastly as compared to other hexose sugars. But if there is a pentose sugar, means 5 carbon containing sugar, have smaller molecules and so can be diffused more rapidly as compared to the hexose sugar. In the same manner, tetroses, trioses, they get absorbed very fastly as compared to the pentose and hexose sugars. So monosaccharides, they get absorbed, but by active transport, and it depends on the presence of sodium ions also. And in the same manner, the amino acids, they are also absorbed in the small intestine, and it has also one peculiarity. These proteins, they are also never absorbed as it is. At the end of protein digestion, most of the proteins get converted into amino acids by the action of proteases. As we know, pancreas is responsible for secretion of trypsin, chymotrypsin, and other protein digestive enzymes like polypeptidase, peptoses. All these enzymes, they broken down entire proteins into polypeptides, dipeptides, and ultimately into the monopeptides. We call it as the amino acids. So the amino acids once form, thereafter they get absorbed into the small intestine. And here also rate of absorption of amino acids are a very peculiar one, and it generally depends on the molecular weight. Smaller the molecular weight, less is the molecular weight, faster is the absorption. So glycine is the smaller one. It has less molecular weight as compared to all other 21 amino acids. So out of 22 amino acids, glycine is the smallest one. That means molecular weight of the glycine is less. So it is absorbed more rapidly. Then it is followed by aniline, cysteine, glutamic acid, valine. So this is an order of absorption. Generally, L-amino acids are absorbed more rapidly than the corresponding D isomers. That is also very much a peculiarity found in the protein absorption. Now we will learn a last part of absorption, that is the absorption in large intestine. As we know, large intestine is having 5 different parts actually: cecum, then ascending colon, then transverse colon, descending colon, thereafter sigmoid colon and rectum. Here cecum is separated by a very small constriction. This is the ileochoriac wall. So the small intestine, which is present here, in which all digestion and most of the essential components, essential digested food materials which are found in the very simple molecules form, simple forms, they get absorbed here. But undigested fecal matter, it is get propelled and brought to the next part, and it is temporarily stored into the large intestine. Here, the first part, as we know, this is about 1.5 meter in its length, and it has actually near about 5 feet in its length on an average. Half part of colon means this ascending and transfer, this much part, half part of it. It is generally useful for absorbing most of the essential components which are still present in the semi-digested or partially digested or completely digested or undigested fecal matters. Just wait for a few minutes. मला कॉम्प्युटरचा चार्जर ऑन करू द्या, मी लगेच घेतो, पुढे कंटिन्यू करतो. आवाज येतोय सगळ्यांना? ओके, इट्स ओके. So this is the large intestine. हे लार्ज इंटेस्टाइनचे सगळे पार्ट आपण याच्या अगोदर पण बघितले होते. इथे जो हा असेंडिंग कॉलॉन आहे, असेंडिंग कॉलॉन आणि ट्रान्सफर्स कॉलॉन अर्धा पार्ट याचा, या सगळ्या भागामध्ये जेही अनडायजेस्टेड किंवा सेमी डायजेस्टेड, पार्शियली डायजेस्टेड फूड इथपर्यंत पोहोचलं असेल, त्याच्यातनं मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती महत्वाचे सगळे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट काढले जातात. इलेक्ट्रोलाइट म्हणजे कुठले? वेगवेगळे सॉल्ट्स, sodium salt, bicarbonate salt, magnesium salt, calcium salts, or essential other if components they are present into that. Along with that, vitamin K, vitamin B12, thiamine, riboflavin, biotin म्हणजे असे बी कॉम्प्लेक्स जे जे प्रकार हे सगळे ते ऍब्सॉर्ब केले जातात. आणि इथे ऍक्च्युली मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती ई कोलाय असतात, इशेर्शिया कोलाय. These E. coli, they are responsible for digesting the fiber foods which never digested in our small intestine. कारण आपल्या इंटेस्टाइन मध्ये सेल्युलेज नावाचं एन्झाईम नसतं, आणि म्हणून मग जर तशा प्रकारचे काही फायबर फूड इथपर्यंत पोहोचले तर त्या फायबर फूड मध्ये असलेलं सेल्युलोज इथे असलेलं ई कोलाय डायजेस्ट करतात, आणि डायजेस्ट करून मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती जे विटॅमिन B12, विटॅमिन K वगैरे तयार होणार आहे, it is get diffused into the cells which are present on the large intestine, and it is useful for our body. Then after that, undigested food is get propelled into the next part, into the descending colon. Now we call it as a feces. Here absorption is not there, but in this part more and more copious secretion of mucus is there, and then after that undigested fecal matter came into sigmoid colon, and after entering into the sigmoid colon it creates little pressure on the anal part. या anal part मध्ये पण दोन वॉल दिसतील तुम्हाला. समजा हा एक डिफिकेशनचा जे पार्ट होतं, त्याच्यात डिफिकेशन होताना इथे दोन वॉल काम करतात. एक इंटरनल एनल स्पिंक्चर असतं आणि एक आउटर किंवा एक्सटर्नल एनल स्पिंक्चर असतं. हे दोघेही स्पिंक्चर महत्वाचे असतात. म्हणजे जेव्हा आपण एक्सक्रीटा बाहेर सोडतो, अनडायजेस्टेड फिकल मॅटर बाहेर सोडतो, त्यावेळेस त्याच्यात दोन व्हॉलचं कार्य असतं. पहिलं जे व्हॉल आहे ते इनव्हॉलंटरी आहे, म्हणजे आपल्या इच्छेवरती हे कंट्रोल केलं जात नाही. When more and more excreta came into this anal canal, this sphincter automatically get opens. But another sphincter, external anal sphincter जे ना, ते आपण कंट्रोल करू शकतो. इथे स्ट्रॅटेड मसल जास्त असतात, इथे स्मूथ मसल जास्त असतात. स्मूथ मसल्स हे आपल्या इच्छेनुसार ओपन होत नाही, ते ऑटोमॅटिक ओपन होऊन जातात. पण नंतरची जी स्पिंक्चर आहे ना, that sphincter we can control. Opening of this sphincter is get controlled at our wish. The region band is that here more and more striated muscles are there. So we find a suitable place for defecation. Thereafter, we wish to throw out that undigested fecal matter from our rectum. So by this way, we are completed our entire digestive system. If you have any doubt, any problem, you can ask me without keeping any interference in your mind at any time, anywhere. Okay.